Drone is the new weapon of warfare across the world and in the modern times. Pakistan uses the drone to attack India. India uses the drone to defend itself. I will explain to you how. This is an important video. Stay tuned till the end. India so far has protected its borders area with Pakistan with strong fortifications, 24/7 patrol by the Border Security Force, surveillance with the CCTV. And India soon realized that was not enough.
Pakistan does not stop bothering, provoking India on the border, even on a festive day. On 25th December, Border Security Force troops deployed at the border heard a buzzing sound.
Almost on a regular basis, in the past 5 years, I have increasingly reported these incidents. Pakistan uses these drones and different kinds at the border of Punjab and Jammu and Kashmir to drop drugs, to ruin our young men and women, drop weapons that are then used in terror attacks. The Border Security Force regularly ensures to intercept and destroy these drones. But this is a new frontier challenge in warfare for India, and with an increasing intensity. Pakistan has aimed to use hundreds of drones each year. And I will give you further evidence of my argument. In July 2023, a close aide of former Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif admitted in a public gathering that drug smugglers along the Indian border are employing drones to smuggle drugs into India, and how.
Recently, एक दो इंसिडेंट ऐसे हुए जिस पे 10-10 kg हीरोइन बांध के ड्रोन्स के ऊपर उसको फेंक रहे हैं बाहर.
In April 2023, when a grenade terror attack had killed 5 of our soldiers in Poonch, the Jammu and Kashmir Director General of Police Dilbagh Singh had said, I quote him here, the explosives had come from Pakistan through drones, weapons, grenades and ammunition included. Remember this visual in 2021? Let me jog your memory. The explosive-laden drones crashed into the Indian Air Force station at the Jammu airport. No casualty from our end, thankfully. But it showed how forces are gaining access even at such sensitive sites. I want you to compare now how India uses drones to defend itself. This visual is from Anantnag in the Kashmir Valley, where India used the drone to neutralize Pakistan-sponsored terrorists who have always wanted to wreak havoc in Kashmir. These terrorists had taken shelter in dense forests, which have natural hideout zones. It is very difficult to track contact with human surveillance on the ground or even with choppers. This is where drones came in handy to identify where they are hiding and then shot. So remember that drone is one unmanned remote-controlled machine. One nation like Pakistan uses it to cause damage, while another nation like India uses the same drone to protect her people. So how do these drones work? There are varieties of drones that are used in warfare. Sea drones, aerial drones, killer drones, predator drones and many more. This is a developing technology and is constantly advanced. Cameron Shell, he's a Dragonfly co-founder, and he said, and I quote it here, drones continue to transform modern warfare. They are essential, and they have been arguably the single most significant technology solution to affect the outcome. A good quality drone hardly makes a sound. It can fly at different altitude and go unnoticed, bypass electric fence, security measures, and therefore it's tougher to detect. In the modern times, we have seen drone technology being used in the Russia-Ukraine war, Armenia-Azerbaijan conflict, Israel-Hamas war. We have seen drones actively used for different purposes. And we've seen the devastation too from each of these wars. It's terrifying that not jet fighters, not big airplanes, but these small drones, piloted from remote far away, are able to shoot down targets and have precise strike. Drones are great if needed for surveillance in defense, if a terror facility is to be attacked. But if an enemy has a devilish design, as Pakistan does, one can imagine the possibility that can be used against Indian civilians too. But we do not have only Pakistan, which India can now easily counter, but a far better developed China, and to manage their aggression too. Plus, remember, China supports Pakistan. Chinese surveillance of the Indian naval ship is gaining ground through underwater drones. So you may be wondering, what is India doing about it? India is working on 3 fronts. Drones for an Atmanirbhar Bharat, for self-reliance. This is defensive. 2. to defend against officially Pakistan and China's threat perception. This is assertive. And number 3, anti-drone system to foil attacks from the terror groups. That is aggressive. For the first time, India showcased a fleet of drones in the 2022 Republic Day parade, where we saw drones that can be used effectively to reduce ground casualties from our side. India is on the verge of completing a big deal of Predator drones with the United States of America, wherein New Delhi will buy 30 Predator drones at the price of about $3 billion. MQ-9B Predator armed drones, they're also called hunter killers, and are mainly for high altitude and long endurance, which means it will be needed especially along the line of actual control, the LAC, with China. That to tighten India's surveillance capabilities and its apparatus. Apart from the USA, India also imports drones from Israel. In the current arsenal we have Mark II, Heron II, Harpy, Harrops UAV. Indigenous building is also on. Experiments are being conducted. The DRDO has given India D4S, which is Drone, Detect, Deter and Destroy system to the Indian Army. It seeks to counter the drone attacks efficiently. Nishant is DRDO's first UAV project reaching a milestone. Rustam 2 crossed an altitude of 27,500 feet with 18 hours of endurance. India has also formulated civil drone rules in 2021. There the aim is to make India a drone manufacturing hub by 2030. And the reason for that is so that we don't have to depend on the import from other countries. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, also speaking on the matter in May 2023, has said steps like intelligence gathering, catching people receiving the consignment, and steps like destroying the drones mid-air are also being taken. As I conclude, the USA, France, Israel and China are known to have strong drone systems in place. China exports to Pakistan. That means we are surrounded by two hostile neighbors with strong capabilities. India now has to ensure that the USA, France and Israel realize that India is their ally. India is the truly democratic, developing country in the subcontinent, which means well for the world. We are also strategically growing both in economy and status. Now the world has to decide if they wish to stand with hostile forces or stand with India and help India to ensure a better world. Thank you for watching.